What's up, YouTube? My bed's made up, but I'm back with another video. I know y'all ain't seen me in a while, but I be going through life. I be trying to take care of my mental health. I might make a video on a life update, but I got a new job, y'all. Hate it, but that goes into what we're talking about today. And I used to think it was just because I was conscious, and you know, I was just different, but it seems like people more and more are not rocking with college and jobs. And now me personally, I'm only 21, but I only had, let me see, I had Sky Zone. I had Sky Zone. Sky Zone was a cool job. It was a kid's job. Now it was in Baltimore. I mean, I feel like since we was teens, they didn't really try to do a lot for us, but it was weird because I ain't gonna lie, most of the people at the job didn't like the job. Like, and that's gonna tie into what I Sky Zone. That's gonna go into what I'm telling you, talking with y'all today too. But see, I don't know, that was really a cool job. I feel like out of all the jobs I had, that was like the only job that I really didn't mind being there. Like sometimes it got boring, but all you really was doing was standing on the courts, and they might have you clean, but that job was really like, it was chill. So I tried going back to that job so many times. I could never go back to that job. Um, I know y'all are like, why did you even leave? But it was a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant to go back there. But that job was cool. Um, but a lot of people there didn't like the job. But I don't know. So after Sky Zone, I worked for this entrepreneur. Um, nah, like the job, it wasn't hard work, but it's like she was a jerk. Like she was an a-hole. And what else? It's like I was really just taking orders to like a cashier, but with no, cause she was an entrepreneur, so she wasn't gonna just bring a whole register, but I would take the orders, hand it back to her, and I would help her set up and then break down sometimes. So it sounded simple, but it's like she kind of would find ways to like yell at me, or she would just like curse at me, or just snap on me for things that didn't make sense. So I was like, you know what I mean? Like the place we was working at, it was cool. Like we was kind of just traveling, cause she was just kind of like, she was like a chef. But it's like the job wasn't bad, but it's just like the boss. Third job, let me see. Sky Zone. I mean, no, Chipotle. It was hell. That was one of the worst jobs. Planet Fitness. I was working those two jobs at the same time, but I got fired from Planet Fitness because the manager, I told her how much money was in my bank account. And she told me there was one reason why I got fired, but everybody else, like most of the coworkers at the job, like this one guy was like, "Trust me, bro." This is what he said to me. He was like, "Trust me, bro. You didn't get fired because of the Gatorade." He was like, "I don't know what Sierra had against you. I mean, my bad. What the manager that got you fired had against you." But he was like, "Trust me, it's not because of the Gatorade." Because the thing is, I'm not trying to hype myself up, but like when I go to jobs, like after Chipotle, I'm not gonna give a job my all, but I'm not gonna like go to a job and not do nothing, like, or I'm not gonna go to a job and like, like just do like not follow the rules at all. Like I remember some of the workers there. It was these two guys. One guy's name started with the Malik. I mean, I'm telling all but one guy's name was like M and DS, and I'm not trying to talk about them because like Malik, well, you already know his name. Malik was kind of cool, but he was cool. Like he was a nice person, but and that's another thing. People do not take jobs serious no more, bro. Like I don't know what it is, but people don't take jobs serious. But I lie to you not, like Malik would just be on his phone, or he would sometimes like eat at the counter, and that's one of the things they told us not to do. Now I never told on him, but that's one of the things he would eat on camera. And what else? He would just be on his phone. I remember one time he took a nap. But I think the thing that messed me up was, I'm not gonna lie, the manager, y'all know how I am, like y'all see that I'm kind of like Y'all see that I'm a stud. So this manager, she wasn't like a stud, but she wasn't like a femme either. She was kind of like a stem. But all the other people there was like straight kind of. And I was kind of like into spirituality. Like I kind of have a way to draw older people in. So I feel like the manager kind of like, cause I was really the only other person besides the other manager that she talked to, and she snaked the other manager out, by the way, too. So that's like, that was crazy. So basically about that, basically that, and the other guy, the guy that was like, bro, you got fired for a whole nother reason, not because of the Gatorade. He was like, he would just like sit on the countertops. Sometimes they both would sit on the countertops. That was another thing we wasn't supposed to do. We wasn't supposed to sit down on the countertops. He used to take like a lot of free drinks. Like we was really only supposed to take one. It was on like certain kinds. He would take any kind of free drinks, and he would take like at least 3 or 4 of them, and they wasn't even waters or Gatorades. Like, and I lie to you not, bro. This is the thing that's gonna f you up. He's still there to this day. The Malik guy, who would be doing all the things too, he was like, he said that I think he stayed there for like 2 more months after I got fired, but he was like, he just quit because he didn't want to work 2 jobs anymore. My bad. I'm if you see this, I'm not trying to put all your business out there, but there's a lot of Malik, so they're not gonna know I'm talking about you. It's like, no, that sounds so messed up, but nah, it's like Malik, like, come on, like, it's no bad blood. I don't know. I didn't mean to say y'all names, and I don't feel like, because this is like the 3rd time I re-recorded this video. But anyway, yeah, so that was wild. But I'm not gonna hype myself up. Like, I wasn't the perfect worker. I wasn't always on time, but I was never badly late either. Oh, and I'm gonna just tell, because I'm not gonna. But this one guy, he used to come late too. Like, I remember one time the guy did a whole no call no show. He didn't get fired. I never did a no call no show, but I was never more than like, I ain't gonna lie, I did take an hour breaks. I would take 45 or hour breaks because I ain't gonna lie, like those 30-minute breaks, it's like it felt so short. Like it wasn't enough for me to do all that I had to do, but it's like 30 minutes. Like if you're working 8-hour shifts though, a 30-minute break ain't nothing. Like it's not really anything, you know. So I did take long breaks. I'll be honest about that, and I did come late. But it's like the latest I probably came was like 15 or 20 minutes, and that might sound bad, but it's like, but it was still in a phase when I was new, and it was like it wasn't. But after a while, I stopped that. Like I probably only came 20 to 15 minutes late, like maybe 4 times. And then I probably came late, like but after that, I only come like 7, 8 minutes late. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's not hurting anybody. But I get what you're saying, like, you know, if I'm talking about getting fired, but still. What else? What else? But Planet Fitness, it's like, it wasn't a bad job. Um, like I said, Planet Fitness, you're just standing behind the counter all day. They want you to like, depending on the manager, you might have to do more work, but it was chill. Other than that, you might have to clean some machines, but you only got to clean for like an hour. So you're really just standing there for like 7 hours. The only thing about the job is it might get boring. So that's that. What else? After Planet Fitness, I was working with special ed kids. Hated that. Um, and then I think after that, I ended up going. I tried to work at this place called Koshery Corner. It was a vegan spot. I didn't even last there for a week. The lady just fired me. Not even fired me. She ghosted me. She didn't even, because I was in a training session and she had me working for her basically. She didn't even pay me. She just ghosted me. Um, after that, it was this place called Refocused. That was a vegan spot. Now that job was cool. It was work because anytime you're working with food, it'll be work. So, it was just cooking, cleaning. But the thing with that job is the manager would always find something, like it's like the manager made it seem like I wasn't cleaning enough. So, and then it was one time where I showed up like to the job like I think 20 minutes late, and I didn't call him, so that was like the last straw. Then after that, it was, yeah. So then this is the job I'm at now, but I've got to see like what jobs are talking about because even at 18, like I never really wanted to work a job. Like that was even when I was a kid though. Like how everybody. Well, maybe I'm not gonna lie. When I was 5, I was like, I want to be a What did I say? I wanted to be a I said I wanted to be a doctor, stuff like that. But after that, like when everybody would say like the stuff they wanted to do, I never said I wanted to have a job. Like I would always say stuff like a comedian, an actor, an actress, or in the NBA, in the NFL, a boxer. No, I said I wanted to be a therapist at the time. That's the only job I really ever said I wanted to do. Now, a therapist, I could see that, but it wouldn't be. If I was to be a therapist, I would make my own business out of it. It wouldn't be out of. It wouldn't be as a job. But I feel like the real reason why people. I don't think it's jobs itself. I just feel like jobs. It's not worth it. It's like our parents used to do it, and it seemed like it was no problem. But it's like jobs, they take up almost all your time. You're not getting paid that much money, or it's like you're only getting paid enough to get by, but you'll never be paid enough to stop. You'll never make enough money to the point where you could just take a break for a minute, or to the point where you could just quit for a couple years. Like, but the business, if you're passionate about it and you like it, once you build it up, you could like get to the point where you could take a couple breaks. You can not work for a couple years. Like, this is gonna sound cheesy, but some YouTubers, you know how we see them not post for like 2 or 3 years and then they start posting back like normal. It's like, you know what I mean? Like jobs, they don't have that much flexibility, and it's like maybe because most of the jobs I worked are low wage, but it just seems like at the same time, jobs aren't worth it anymore. And a lot of people at the jobs that you work at don't want to be there. Like especially if it's a customer service job, the customers, they're hard to deal with. They're hard to deal with. They give you a hard time. And it's just like you have to do the same things over and over and over again. You know, it's repetitive, and it takes up all your time, bro. And then don't let it be a job where it's like a 15 or 20-minute drive, so it's like that's even more time that's taken away from you, that's time you could be putting into like working out, putting into like learning about something, putting into cooking, putting into like a new hobby, and the jobs, they just leave you tired doing stuff that you really don't care to do, or you don't really want to do. And I feel like our parents' generation, that's probably why our parents were so like, because I don't know about y'all, but I didn't have the best parents. Like, I never got badly abused. Well, I never got abused really, but they definitely wasn't the nicest. And I feel like our parents was probably tired, like our parents probably, they didn't like their jobs. They probably didn't. They probably felt the same way we felt, but I feel like since that was like the norm, everybody kind of just like put their head down, was like, okay, when I turn 65 or when I turn 60, I'm gonna just put up with this for, 30 more years, and I have my 60s to retire in, and it is what it is. Like, I feel like our parents kind of had to accept it almost, but I don't know about y'all, but A lot of the older people living that life don't even seem happy. I don't know, I don't know. I remember 12th grade year, like you get around teachers, like I don't know if y'all went to school, like I don't know how y'all school was, but it's like people just don't seem happy at jobs anymore though. Like I don't know what it is. Like I'm really going to try to lock in this year. Like I know everybody likes to say everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Somebody has to be a worker, but it's like is that really true? Like does everybody have to be a worker? Or it's like I feel like it at least could get to the point where it goes back to where you're trading. So it's like let's say it's something like, you know, you watching this, you're into fitness. Let's just say I'm good at mental health. So you could teach me how to work out and I could talk to you about your mental health. I can help you heal your traumas. Or let's say it's, somebody in the comments. Let's say you're good at cleaning. They're good at cooking. They could cook for you. You could come to and clean for them. So it's like, bro, it's a way that we could all come together and it's a way we could all come together and help each other with the skills and talents we have to the point where we're not spending all our time working for a job, because working at a job or doing stuff feeling like we're slaving for just enough money to get by, because all the job really does is pay you enough money to get by. And it's like the thing I realized too is even if you're a millionaire, it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like the money that you make ain't even your money, if you know what I mean. Like the money that you have is kind of everyone's money, because you'll never be able to keep all your money, because you either got to put that money into houses, cars, clothes, hygiene products, furniture, laundry. So it's like, or you're giving that money for food. That person, you're giving your money to, they're giving their money to for haircuts, beauty, right? So getting their makeup done, getting their nails done, getting some clothes, getting some shoes, getting a TV. So it's like the money that you have isn't even yours. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like if we made our own system, and this probably will never happen, because I'm gonna be honest, most people are probably too egotistical and just not most people don't even. That's why people probably, it's like this can go so many ways, and I'm definitely making a part 2, but I definitely feel like if we ever really wanted to change, I feel like it would have to get to a point where a certain, and it doesn't have to be the whole wide world, because like I said, most people are too egotistical, comfortable, and just gone to even have thoughts like this. But I feel like it would have to get to a point where a certain amount of people, maybe 300 or 400 people, go to a whole nother part of the world, and they would have to make a whole new society, kind of and this goes based off of trading. So you're not trading your time for money, you're trading it's more like a team thing, unity, So yeah, I think the next video I'm gonna talk about jobs again. I don't know what I'm gonna title this YouTube video, but it's definitely gonna be a part 2, because this is definitely an interesting topic, and it's interesting seeing how so many more people are coming to talk about this now, because I remember back when I was 18 talking about, let's not go to college, jobs aren't it, and it's now the whole world is starting to feel that way. So it's definitely interesting. So yeah, see y'all next time. It's definitely going to be a part 2.